What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy DMD, and you guys, finally today, after all the wait is over, I am finally bringing you guys my updated Lunalight deck profile for October 2017. Guys, with the release of Circuit Break, we got in the TCG Lunalight Crimson Fox and Lunalight Kaleido Chick, which I feel like make this deck a little bit viable. I get we're in the tier 0 spiral format, so I understand this deck can't really compete with the meta, but this is a very fun, semi-competitive-ish OTK deck, and honestly, it's a lot of fun to play. It's really cheap and really budget, so if you feel like you want to build something that's very affordable, Lunalight OTK is probably the deck for you. Without further ado, guys, let's get into this deck profile. So, alright, you guys, first up, we've got triple copies of Lunalight Black Sheep. Basically what Black Sheep does is you can discard her to add a polymerization from your deck to your hand, or add a Lunalight monster from your graveyard to your hand. Also, if she is sent to graveyard off a card effect, like Poly, you can get one Lunalight out of your graveyard and add it back to your hand, or one Pendulum Lunalight monster in your extra deck zone and add it back to your hand. Next, we have triple White Rabbit. Basically, when you normal summon him, you can special summon a Lunalight from your graveyard in defense mode, and once per turn, you can target back row that your opponent controls up to the number of Lunalight monsters you control other than Lunalight White Rabbit, and bounce them back to your opponent's hand. Then we are running triple copies of Lunalight Purple Butterfly. Purple Butterfly, you can pitch from your hand to the grave to boost one of your Lunalight monsters up 1,000, and also you can banish her from your graveyard to special summon out a Lunalight monster from your hand. Typically what you're going to special summon out is Lunalight Blue Cat. Blue Cat, what he does, basically when he is special summoned, you can target one Lunalight monster you control and double its attack for the turn. Typically you're going to want to go for this off of one of your fusions, like your Cat Dancer or something, multiply its attack by 2, and when it's destroyed by card effect, you can special summon another Lunalight Blue Cat from your deck. Alright guys, now on to the new part of the Lunalight deck. We are running triple copies of Lunalight Crimson Fox. Crimson Fox is OP. Basically, if it's sent to the grave off a card effect, you can target one monster your opponent controls and make its attack 0. That comes in handy when trying to go for OTKs. Also, if one of your Lunalights would be targeted by a card effect, you can banish Crimson Fox from your grave, negate the activation, and both players gain 1,000 life. The 1,000 life really doesn't matter because you're probably going to be killing your opponent that turn anyway. Basically, you can just stop your Lunalights from being targeted. We are playing double copies of Kaleido Chick. Kaleido Chick basically is the replacement for Fusion Tag in this deck. You can reveal a monster in your extra deck and treat Kaleido Chick as that monster's name for the turn. So if you reveal the Cat Dancer, if you wanted to fusion summon that turn, you could fuse right up into Panther Dancer without having to go into Cat Dancer. Then we have triple copies of Lunalight Tiger. Tiger basically just, if it's destroyed by battle or card effect, you can target one Lunalight monster in your graveyard and special summon it, but it pretty much is destroyed at the end of the turn. And also, its Pendulum effect, you can target one Lunalight monster in your graveyard, special summon it, but it has its effects negated, and it's destroyed during the end phase. 2 copies of Lunalight Wolf. Basically, Wolf is your Miracle Fusion of the deck. In the Pendulum scale, basically what he does is you can banish Lunalight monsters from your field and or graveyard to fusion summon a Lunalight monster from your extra deck. His monster effect is basically that he gives all your Lunalights piercing, so that's nice as well. And then also we are running 1 copy of King of the Swamp, because sometimes there are occasions where I would rather pitch King of the Swamp to search a polymerization instead of pitching my Black Sheep. Alright guys, moving on to the spells. For the spells, first we have triple copies of Fire Formation Tanky. Basically, Fire Formation Tanky is able to search pretty much everything in the deck except your King of the Swamp and your Lunalight Wolf. Then also we are playing, of course, the 3 copies of Polymerization. We are running double copies of Fusion Recycling Plant. This helps you not minus and neg so much on your fusion plays. Basically, once per turn, you can search for polymerization, and when you fuse at the end phase, you can target one monster you used as fusion material for a fusion summon that turn and add it back to your hand. So it helps you not neg as much. If you use Black Sheep as a fusion material, you can actually end up getting all of your material back that you used to fuse for the turn, that turn. So it's really good as a field spell. Then to search it out, we got the double copies of Terraforming. Then we also have, for our draw power, we have double Allure of Darkness. Pretty much everything in the deck is dark, so Allure of Darkness is really consistent and really nice to have. Then I cut down a little bit on these, but I'm still running the one Lunalight Perfume. Lunalight Perfume is really good just to revive one of your Lunalights from the graveyard. This is really good to use on your blue cat because it can trigger its effect. I'm still running the double Mash Change 2 as attack, just because going into Dark Law can kind of surprise some people. Link format is not that great to this deck, so I might end up taking these out, but I just still run the 2 Mash Change 2 just in case, just to shut off my opponent's grave. Then finally, we got the 1 Regeki for board wipes. Alright, you guys, on to the extra deck. So first we are running the smallest fusion, 2 copies of Lunalight Cat Dancer. Basically, she cannot be killed by battle. You contribute a Lunalight monster, and she can attack all monsters your opponent controls twice each this turn. And whenever she declares an attack, she does 100 damage to your opponent. Next fusion is Lunalight Panther Dancer. Lunalight Panther Dancer, instead of a monster tribute, she's an activated effect. So you can activate her effect, and she can attack all monsters your opponent controls twice each this turn. And when she destroys a monster by battle, she gains 200 attack. And also, she cannot be destroyed by card effects. Finally, we have the ultimate Mega Boss monster, 2 copies of Lunalight Leo Dancer. Leo Dancer basically cannot be targeted or destroyed by your opponent's card effects. 3500 beater. Basically, when it attacks at the end of the damage step, you destroy all special summon monsters your opponent controls. So pretty much, you can blow everything up and then attack your opponent again directly. If you use Blue Cat's effect to bump her up to 7k, it's game. Then for the final fusion, we are running 1 copy of Masked Hero Darklaw. Basically, I don't really go into this as much anymore. I used to go into it more pre-link format, but I don't really go into this as much anymore. This is if something goes horribly wrong. Darklaw is there just because everything's dark and I can. Moving on to the Xyz, we've got 1 copy of number 45, Crumble Logos, the Prophet of Demolition. Basically, you can detach a material, target 1 face-up card on the field, and as long as Crumble Logos stays face-up on the field, that target's effects are negated. So a really good card. Then we've got 1 copy of Sky Cavalry Centaria. Basically, you can use this to get over anything that you can't get rid of normally. If this card attacks a monster during the battle phase, at the end of the battle phase, you can basically detach a material and bounce that monster back to your opponent's hand. So it's a really good card to get rid of stuff you typically won't be able to get over, which basically is nothing because Cat Dancer, Lunalight, Leo Dancer, and Panther Dancer can get over basically everything. 1 Phantom Knights of Cursed Javelin, 1 Herald of Pure Light, 1 Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Tiger King. Basically, Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Tiger King can basically just negate everything face up on the board. So he's a really good card to run. And finally for the Xyz, we have 1 copy of number 11 Big Eye. This is probably going to come out because you can't really make him anymore, or at least not without links. So I'm probably not going to really be able to make this anymore. A lot of these guys I probably won't be able to go into anymore just because I would rather go into a Lunalight fusion rather than wasting my 1 extra deck space on like an XZ or something. Also, I would like to point out that I would also like to run a Castell in here, but I'm not going to just for size reasons, and I am missing 1 copy of Decode Talker. So I probably will end up using Decode Talker at some point. Hopefully, if there is a Link 2 release for Dark Monsters, that will definitely go in here as well. And if you would like to, you can also run Starving Venom Fusion Dragon if you choose to. Alright YouTube, so that is my updated Lunalight deck profile for October of 2017. Let me know what you guys think about this updated Lunalight deck profile in the comment section below. And please, if you would like to tune in to future Lunalight deck profile updates, please be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel, The Dark Magician Duelist. It is me, the DMD, and as always you guys, have a good one, and your boy is out.